Hi and good morning everyone. Assalamualaikum. How are you guys feeling today? Is it good?
Waalaikumsalam. Yes,
Yes,
feeling good.
good.
Okay, so now we are having an online meeting. So now we have with us Natasha Izati, which is a senior auditor, uh, also a secretary for our team. So the report, all the details, documents will be managed by her, and also she will take note what the minutes meeting today's lah. Okay, so the next one is Fairuz Anissa, which is our junior auditor. Will be help us in analyze our case study. So me myself, Atira Bahia, as a chairperson and also a senior auditor that will be discussed with you guys. We will lead you guys in this case study analyzation. Okay, so I will be presenting you a slide. So can you guys see my slide right now?
Not yet. Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay. As you have know, our team need to fulfill the monitoring and evaluation on the internal control of this company, Serba Boleh Sendirian Berhad, which is a manufacturing company that employing around 100 employees, production employees who are paid through the company's monthly wages system by bank credit transfer. So we have been instructed to perform this assessment on internal control during the interim audit based on this case study. As since the pandemic COVID-19 still be spreading out there, we have to conduct our meeting as an online meeting session. Um, we will be discussing in this meeting the important matter as well as presenting what we need to put in our report that will be present to our audit manager at the end of this week on Friday. So you guys still with me?
Yes, yes, miss.
Okay, so let's proceed to the next slide. Okay, our agenda today, we have 4 agenda total. The first one, I will briefing the ICS, what is internal control system. And the second one, we will discussing about type of documents needed in the apa type of document to use by an auditor to obtain an understanding from this company. The third one is the flow chart that we have to prepare for based on the case study. Uh, and the last one is internal control evaluation questionnaire. So the type of documents will be presented by Natasha Izzati and the flow chart will be presented by Fairuz Anissa. So let's proceed for the first agenda, which is the briefing of in internal control system. So introduction of internal control system. As you can see, there are 5 components in internal control system, which is control environment, risk assessment, control activities, information and communication, and the last one is monitoring. All these 5 components to an internal control system. When developing an accounting system, as an accountant as well, uh, anyone who audit the system, we will evaluate this internal control in the system. So we have to aware of all these 5 components. But in our case study, we only will be choose 4 out of 5 components. So I will be explain more in the ICEQ later on. So the next slide will be present the type of document that I will pass to Natasha Izzati. Natasha, please presenting the type of documents.
Okay, so thank you. So I would like to share with you the 3 types of document that we use to obtain our understanding of the Serba Boleh Senyam Berhad company, which is our client. So the first type of the document is internal control questionnaire. ICQS. So it is a document that usually we provide to employees of a company before we starting an audit to the company. Okay, so the function of the document, which is ICQS, is useful to determine which areas the audit should focus on. So by using questionnaire, the auditor will cover each audit reasonably and quickly. So the second one is flowchart. As we know, flowchart is a diagrammatic representation on the client's ICS showing client's document and their sequential flow in the organization. It will provide a visual depiction of the entire accounting information system. And the last one is narrative. Narrative is one of the written description of internal control. A proper narrative of an accounting system and related control include their characteristic, which is there are four characteristics. The first one is the origin of every document and record into the system. The second one is all processing that takes place. The third one is the disposition of every document and record in the system. And the last one is the indication of the controls driven to the assessment. So that's the three type of document that we need in our work to obtain our understanding of the client's company. So that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Natasha Izzati, for discussing the types of documents with us. So next, we move on for the flowchart that will be that have been prepared by Fairuz Anissa. So she will be explain more. Please, Anissa.
Okay, thank you to our chairman. So now I will explain details about the flowchart of the company. So because of this case study for the company of Sebab Sdn Berhad is about a payroll, which is how the management of the company manage their employees' wages, how the management deal with the bank to pay the employees' wages for every month. So to make it clear, I will explain it more details based on the flowchart that I already made to make you guys more understand about it. Okay, we will look at it one by one. Okay, the first one, which is the employees. The first show that the new employees, enter to the company of Sebab Sdn Berhad. So after that, the clerk will put the details of the new company into the file, and after that, he or she will update about the wages, about the rate pay, about the standard hours of the employee work, and about the bank details of employee into the file also. So after that, after the details of employee already put, and he will put about the day of work and attendance record of the employee into the file. And after all of that details of the employees already put into the files, so he will make a copies of the wages summary files, and they will send it to the management. After the management already checked all the summary wages, so they can send it to the bank. So after uh, the person that made a payment to the employee wages. So after the bank um already approved about the copy of summary wages. So then the summaries are filled, and the last thing that the company or the clerk do is make a payment of the wages to the employees at the end of the month. So I think that's only how the management manage their employee wages.
Okay, thank you, Fairuz Anissa, for explaining to us a flowchart that you have been prepared. Okay, so next we move on to the last agenda, which is internal control evaluation questionnaire. As I have mentioned earlier, the internal control evaluation questionnaire is a tool that we the internal control.
Sorry, Miss, can you repeat again because there's a lack of voices.
Oh,
Just
okay. Sorry, thank you. Uh, so we move on to the last agenda, which is internal control evaluation questionnaire. As I have mentioned earlier, ICEQ is a tool that we will use to evaluate this company's internal control. So serba boleh sendirian berhad will be evaluated by this questionnaire that are consisting 4 components, which is control environment, monitoring, risk assessment, and control activities. All these components will have 5 questions for each components. So it will be scoring each from 0 to 10 for all the questions. Total of the question is 20. So I guess that's all for our meeting. So end of our discussion. So that's all the details that we need to put in the report. So the report submission is on the end of the week, which is on the Friday. So we have to done it before the due date. So any question from you both?
I
there's
think
no
no.
question for me.
Then we should complete our so because we have analyzed the case study, we have perform the group meetings, and we have what we need to do is to prepare and submit the report and complete all the tasks given. So that's from us. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Miss.